Okay, and we're live. Okay, perfect. Hi, good morning, everybody. Get the volume up. My name is Lauren, and I will be guiding you for the next 30 minutes for a little midday movement. All right, so go ahead and you can stand up nice and tall. Open up your feet about hip width distance. Your live shoe. Oh, we're experiencing some performance issues. Please hold. I'm sorry. Hashtag still new to this. Okay. Hopefully that helps. All right. All right, so you can have your feet a little bit wider than your hips, a little bend in your knees, and start to rotate. Rotate your spine back and forth as you shift your weight right and left. You can give your kidneys a little smack. You just add a little bit of movement and keep it going. I just want to make sure you can see. Oh, love me. Oh, love me. All right. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reach up. Reach up and left. Up, right, and left, side to side. You can take a little squat through center and reach. Squat through center and reach. Get a nice little side body stretch. Lateral stretch up and down both sides of your spine. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your feet a little bit closer together. Feet about hip width distance. Again, a little bend in the knees. Inhale, reach your arms up high. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Interlace all of your fingers. Notice which thumb is on top. And flip your palms forward towards me, towards the screen. Melt your shoulders down, away from your ears. And as you inhale, reach your palms up to the sky. Chin is away from your chest. And ground down through both of your feet. Inhale, stretch up, up, up. And exhale up and over to the right. Push your hips to the left. And you breathe. Your chin is away from your chest. Again, root down through both of your feet as you bump your hips to the left. Can you spin your chest open towards me? Do keep your stomach in nice and tight. We got 2 more full breaths right here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Last one. And then you'll rise. Come back up through center. And once again, bring your hands to your heart. Switch up the grip. So now it's the other thumb that's on top. Each finger moves over one space. And again, flip your palms forward towards the camera. Melt the shoulders down. Press down through your feet and inhale. Reach your arms up. Chin away from chest. Keep your belly in, right? So avoiding any sort of this situation. You want to keep the rib cage in. Inhale, reach up through the palms. And exhale up and over to the left. And push your hips to the right. And you have plenty of time here. Your goal is to breathe. Breathe as you move. As you inhale, get longer, lighter in the 4 sides of your torso. And as you exhale, boom, your hips to the right. Your heels are heavy, your legs are strong, and again, pull your stomach in. So you got about 3 more breaths here. See if you can bring your arm bones back, your biceps in line with the ears. See if you can open up your armpits forward towards me. 1 more full breath. And inhale, rise, come back up. Good, and once again, hands to your heart. And arms down by your sides. Deep breath in, lift the shoulders up. Full breath out, melt your shoulders down away from your ears. And inhale, reach your arms up high. And exhale, open arm twist to the right. So it's like you are smacking your hand against the wall. Your thumbs are up to the ceiling. Can you keep your hips forward towards me? Press down through both feet. And notice the crown of your head is still over your tailbone. You might look over your back shoulder and look for your right thumb behind you. And again, bring your right hip forward more towards me. You got one more full breath in this open arm twist. Next inhale, right arm down, forward and up, reach your arms up high. Let's take a little back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Drive your hips forward towards the computer, root down through your heels. And you can even lift your chin up, lift your heart up. And inhale, reach your arms up high. Next exhale, open arm twist to the left. So again, your hips are forward towards me. It's just your upper body that's in that rotation, but do keep the lower back long and spacious. And feel your rib cage rotate. The crown of your head is still over your tail. And maybe you can find more space to reach your fingertips in opposite directions. Grow your wingspan a little bit more. Hey, are you breathing? Take 2 more breaths. Next inhale, sweep your left arm down, forward and up, reach your arms up high. And as you exhale again, cactus your arms, drive your hips forward. Let your heels be heavy, lift your heart up. And inhale, arms up high. Exhale, fold forward. You can bend the knees a lot or a little. Bring your hands to the floor. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. Inhale to lift halfway. Slide your hands up to your shin bones. Your spine is like a coffee table, nice and flat. And bring your weight forward more into your toes. And if you have a little bend in your knees, that is welcome. Do keep your stomach in a lot so your lower back is strong and happy and healthy. Press your palms into your shin bones. Press your shin bones into your palms and see if you can bring your hips forward more towards your toes. You got one more full breath here. And exhale, you fold forward. Feel free to grab opposite elbows. Feel free to clasp your hands together behind your back and work your grip towards the floor. The back of your neck is long, your head is really heavy, and again, knees can be bent here if that feels better for your body. Again, your stomach is in. Keep your belly in and take 2 more breaths here. Release your elbows, release your hands, and inhale, you lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, you fold. Press down through your feet and rise. Reach your arms up and overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. I'm going to turn back towards you. And again, your feet, your ankles right below your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. And this time you grab opposite elbows. Notice that grip you just went for. Maybe there's one forearm that's closer to me. Maybe you've got a hand that's on top. Just notice how you grabbed for your opposite arms. Press down through your feet. Inhale, get a little bit taller. Stretch up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, little lateral stretch up and over to the right. Your throat is open. You can use your head to kind of push your arm bones back. Can you pull your elbows back? It's almost like you're leaning against a wall. And maybe you are actually leaning against a wall right now. And that's awesome. You breathe as you rotate your chest open towards me. And then use your belly to inhale, come back up through center. Good, so again, with your arms, can you switch up your grip? So maybe the other forearm is on top or other hand is on top. Inhale, stretch up, keep the shoulders soft, stomach in. And exhale up and over to the left. And push your hips to the right. Again, I can see your throat. feel that imaginary or real life wall supporting you as you create tons of space, tons of length up and down the right side of your body. Again, you can use your head to kind of guide your arm bones back, draw your elbows back a little bit more, and take one more full breath. And inhale, rise, come back up through center, and release your elbows, release your arms. I'm going to turn again. Bring your hands to your lower back for a little bit of support and squeeze your elbows closer together. As you inhale, lift your heart up, lift your chin up, and push your hips forward towards your toes. Let your heels be heavy, and you can use your shoulders to kind of support the back of your head. You don't want to be straining your neck here or anything for that matter. Hips are forward, toes are soft, heels are heavy. As you inhale, lift your rib cage up. And as you exhale, you can trace your eye gaze back. Take one more full breath. And inhale, rise. Come on up. Good. You can slide your hands down the backs of your legs as you fold forward. Taking your spine in that opposite direction from backward bending to forward folding. Again, I'm going to turn towards you so you can see what I'm doing. Open up your feet a little bit wider and bend your knees. Take your right arm out to the side. Bend your right elbow behind your right knee. Your right hand grabs left shin. And then left arm. Bring it out to the side. And then bend your left elbow, thread your left hand forward so your left hand is on your right shin bone. Okay, now I'm going to turn back to the side. And bend the knees as much as you need to as you press your torso into your legs. Your head is heavy. Lift your shoulders up and away from your ears, and can you create a little bit more space between the shoulder blades? Your stomach is in. And imagine the top of your head touching the tops of your feet. Just like that half lift we did earlier, can you press your palms into your shin bones? And press your shin bones back into your hands. You have 2 more breaths in this forward fold. Good. Release your shins. Inhale to lift halfway. Again, you can slide your hands up your shin bones. Little bend in the knees is fine. Pull your stomach in. Get longer in your spine if you can. One more inhale. And exhale, you fold. Press down through your feet and rise. Reach your arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, hands to your heart. Good. I'm going to turn back to face you and open up your feet super wide, super wide, super wide. And arms to the horizon. So if you pointed your fingertips down towards the floor, your fingertips would point right down to the ankles, if that makes sense. Another way I can say that is your wrists stack right over your ankle bones. Hips are forward. Upper body is back. Turn your toes in and squeeze up your thighs. As you inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold forward. Heart leads as you come down. Bring your hands to the floor. So again, you've got some options here. You can stay like this in a half lift. You can fold as much as you can and grab opposite elbows. You can clasp your hands together behind your back. Wherever you decide to go is beautiful, because there's no wrong decision. You have 2 more breaths. Release your bind. or your grip, and inhale, bring your hands right below your shoulders. So once again, I'm going to turn, but you can stay where you are. So my hips over my knees. Slide your left hand right below your heart and bring your right hand to your lower back. Spin your heart open towards me. Good. Keep your hips level with each other. I can place my coffee mug on your lower back and it wouldn't fall or burn you. You can stay here with your hand to your lower back or reach your right arm up high. Option to gaze up at your thumb if that feels okay. Otherwise, you can look forward towards me or look down towards your bottom hand. Option to stay, or you can wrap your right arm behind you, grab for the inside of your left thigh. Use your arm kind of like a wall, right? You're leaning back into that support, and your hips are still level. You can stay right here, or walk your left hand towards your right ankle and pull yourself closer to your right thigh. And again, your hips still level. So your weight probably will want to shift off to one side or another. So see if you can ground down through both feet equally. You stay right here, or wrap your left arm behind you and you can grab for your right hand. Your hands meet. You can always use a strap, right? A tie, a belt, so you can find that grip. Draw the shoulders up towards the ceiling, and your hips are still level with each other. You can stay right here, or if you have Bird of Paradise in your practice, go for it. So I'm going to heel toe my right foot in. Rise to stand. Keep your eyes steady. That does help with balance. And you can kick your left leg. Wherever you are, one more full breath. And if you've got the full bind, a half bind, if you're balancing, go ahead, release. Come out the opposite way that you came in and inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Once again, like that, inhale, lift halfway. Keep your belly in. Bring your hands to your hips. And inhale, you rise. Come up to stand. So once again, I'm going to turn to face you. Arms to the horizon. Hips forward towards me. Upper body back. Turn your right toes out to the right. Left toes, turn them in a little bit. And bend into your right knee. Ooh. You can take a couple of little bounces here. Arms are to the horizon. Gaze over the middle finger of your right hand. And you can look back at your back arm. You want the wrists to be level with each other, parallel. Reach your arms in opposite directions. And you breathe. Can you hug your right butt cheek kind of in and underneath you? And tap your right cheek back towards your left heel. Warrior 2. Are you breathing? Keep this bend in the right knee. Flip your right palm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. So again, if you want to play with that bind, go for it. You can wrap your left arm behind you. Grab for the inside of your right thigh. And create more space, more length up and down the right side of your torso. You got one more breath, stay with me. And then you straighten out your right leg. You can keep that half bind. Reach forward through your right hand fingertips. Feel free to kind of shorten the stance a little bit if needed for your triangle pose. Lower your right arm down. You can reach the left arm up high. Or if you still got that bind, just lean back into your arm. Both heels root down. Squeeze up your thighs. You got 2 more breaths here, my friends. Next inhale, rise, come back up. Bring your feet back together. Heel toe feet closer in. And again, your ankles right below your wrist. As you inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. This time, turn your toes out, heels in, and send your butt back, 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 back. So again, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. So your legs work towards that 90-degree bend as you move your butt back. Watch your inner knees move away from each other so they're not collapsing in. And as you push the knees away from each other, can you hug the outer hips in more? Butt is back, knees are wide, and you're breathing. One more breath. Inhale, straighten out your legs, turn your toes in, lift halfway. And exhale, you fold. Once again, inhale, lift halfway, flat back, long spine. This time, right hand right below your heart. Bring your left hand to your lower back and peel your chest open. So hips are level, spine is long, and use both of your feet to anchor down. You can stay right here or reach your left arm up high. Left shoulder stacks over right shoulder. Touch the ceiling and check in with your hips. Are they still level? Feel free to find a little micro bend in your knees. Stay, or feel free to take that half bind. Wrap your left arm behind you, grab for the inside of your right thigh, and lean back into your left arm bone whilst keeping your hips nice and level. You can stay or walk your right hand toward your left ankle and pull your chest closer to your left thigh. That right hip is up, level with the left. And you can stay right here or take a bend in your right knee. Snuggle your right shoulder to the inside of your right thigh. Maybe your hands meet behind you. Spin, rotate your torso open. But your lower back, it still stays nice and long and spacious. And again, it's just the rib cage that's rotating. And your hips are level. You can stay right here if Bird of Paradise is in your practice. Turn your gaze down to the floor. Walk your feet in. Balance on your right leg. Should I turn to face you? I guess I will. And again, gaze is steady. Wherever you go this morning is fantastic. You've got one more full breath. And then, step by step, whoop, slowly release your bind, release your twist, and inhale, you lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward, let that go. Once again, inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Bring your hands to your hips, a little bend in the knees, and your stomach in. Inhale, rise, come on up. All right, hips forward. Upper body back. We got one more side, my friends. Arms out. Turn your left toes out. And your right toes turn in a little bit. Bend and straighten your left leg. So again, moving in a way that feels good. Working out the kinks from sitting at your desk. And then settle into your warrior two. Again, you can peek over your back shoulder. Level out your wrists. Stack your right shoulder over your right hip. Your back thigh is externally rotating. So the back toes turn in, but feel that inner thigh kind of rotate away from your left leg, if that makes sense. Tighten up your right quadricep. Keep the crown of your head over your tailbone. And you breathe. Energetically, your left knee opens up more. So if you look down, your left toe, big toe is visible. Can you flip your left palm up and reverse your warrior? Feel free to go for that half bind again. Soften your shoulders down your back and create more space with the help of your breath. Breathe into your left side body. Continue to open your left knee up more. Your left heel is heavy. And squeeze up your right thigh. You got one more full breath. If you've got the half bind, feel free to keep it and straighten out your left leg. Ah. You can heel toe the back foot in a little bit closer. And reach for your left arm. Find lots of length on the left side body. When you can't reach anymore, that's when you move your arms. Left arm down and right arm is up. Or keep your bind. So again, both heels heavy. Squeeze your inner thighs closer together. If you've got the half bind, you're leaning back into it. Be supported. And rotate your heart open towards me. We have 2 more breaths here. Next inhale, you rise. Heel toe your feet back together, back together, back together. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Walk your feet back. Let's lower down to the knees for tabletop. Fingers spread wide, your wrists right below your shoulders. You can sway your hips side to side. Ooh, that feels nice. Move your hips right and left. You can circle your hips over your knees. If you're circling out the hips, move in the opposite direction. And then inhale, come back to your tabletop. Lift your tailbone up, belly down, lift your gaze, cow pose. And exhale, round your back. Chin towards your chest, hollow out your belly for cat. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Once again, inhale. Lengthen across the front side of your body. And exhale. Create some space across the back side body. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine tabletop. Cross at your ankles, roll over your knees. I'm going to turn to face you, figure 4. We did this yesterday, my friends. Flex your right toes. Draw your right knee forward. Option 2, I'll show you from the side. Option 2, flex all 10 toes up. Stay anchored in both of your cheeks. Your 2 knees in one line from the side. You can bring your heart closer to your shin bone. Take one more full breath. And then slide. Slide your left leg along, plant your right foot to the outside of your left thigh, and give yourself a hug. Hug your right thigh in towards your chest. You're nice and tall, your shoulders still over your hips. You might feel like a little pinching sensation in the right hip joint, or whatever you're feeling. Guaranteed it's normal. Whatever you're feeling, feel it for one more full breath. And then release. You can bring your hands to the outside of your left thigh, lean into your hands. And then inhale to come back up. We switch. So go ahead and cross your left ankle over right thigh. Hands come behind you. And invite your chest closer to your left shin bone. Anchor down through both of your cheeks equally. And your left toes are very flexed. Can you keep the ankles straight? You could stay option to also flex your right toes off the floor. And again, a reminder, you can adjust the distance between your right heel and right cheek. The smaller the distance, generally, the more sensation you'll feel. The side might need something different than the other side. Wherever you are, you have 2 more breaths. Extend your right leg long. Plant your left foot to the outside of your right thigh and give yourself a hug. Hug your thigh in towards your chest. You can flex your right toes up to the sky. Stay anchored on both of your cheeks. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders over your hips, and give yourself a hug for taking a little midday movement today. One more full breath. Release your thigh, release your leg. Take a little counter stretch, both hands to the inside of your right thigh, lean into your hands, and then inhale to rise. Come on up. Extend both legs long, give legs a little shake and shake. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold over your bent or straight legs. So you can grab a hold of your feet or your toes, and if you can't, you can grab the ankles or something else. Again, props are very handy. It's always nice to have some close by. Next inhale, rise. Come on up. Slowly recline onto the floor. Slide your feet in and give yourself another hug. Hug your thighs in towards your chest. And extend your left leg along. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. So just like we did seated, right? Hug your thigh in. Feel free to find some circles here. Circle your right knee around clockwise and counterclockwise as you circle out your knee. If there's a part that feels a little tight or tickles a little bit, just pause there. Ooh, and then use your left hand, guide your right leg across your body, look over your right shoulder. You can take your left hand, grab a hold of your right hip bone, and pull your hip away from your chin. So you got a lot of space, a lot of length up and down the right side of your body. One more full breath. And inhale, come back up through center. Realign your spine. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Love on yourself. And then extend your right leg long. Use both of your hands, hug your left knee in towards your left armpit. And again, you can find a little circle movement, rotation. Moving clockwise and counterclockwise. And pull it in. And let's take our twist. Use your right hand. Guide your left leg across your body. Extend your left arm long. Look over your left shoulder. Your left hip stacks over your right hip. Maybe right hand to left hip crease. Can you keep both of your shoulder blades on the floor? 4 sides of your neck are spacious. And eventually your left ear flat to the floor. Take one more full breath. And now slowly return to your back. Give yourself one final squeeze. Realign your spine. And then exhale, legs long, arms long. You can close your eyes and relax. Stay here as long as you like and give yourself a little love for taking care of you today. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.